Hello people, welcome back to another video on Official Man United Centre page, YouTube. This is the first video, like my first actual video. Obviously I've posted some stuff, but they've been reels. I just sort of wanted to come on here and sort of discuss, my thoughts so far on United's window and, players who I'd bring in still, etc. But my thoughts on the window so far is it's been decent. We've got deals done and we're progressing on deals. Obviously, Yoro, done. A good sign. I don't know loads about him. I don't know if he's good enough to be starting. I thought he was impressive in that first half on Saturday against Rangers in pre-season. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if he's good enough to start. But he's young, so he can still be worked on and developed. For me, we need two centre backs. Move Maguire and Lindelof on. So I'd be getting De Ligt in, and I'd have De Ligt as the starter, then Yoro as a squad player. But we'll see. Maybe Yoro is going to start. If he is, then hopefully he performs and forms a partnership with Martinez. And then obviously we got Xerxes, who I think, again, I don't know loads about him. I think he needs work. He could improve on his end product. But I've sort of searched about him, and his link-up play seems quite good. He's got pace. He looks a threat. So I don't think he's going to be the starter. I think Højlund's going to be the starter. I think whoever starts up top next year is going to need work. I think Højlund and Xerxes both need work. But hopefully Xerxes can come in and, perform when he's getting minutes and offer, that competition to Højlund. Because if Højlund's not performing and Xerxes performing when getting minutes, then you could see Xerxes be a starter, could get a chance. So I think he, I'm guessing, I don't know if he'll join the tour, the US tour. It'd be good if he did, get minutes in the belt and get obviously fitness up for the season, because he's probably not going to be, obviously he didn't play for Netherlands, obviously would have been in training, so the fitness will be there. But yeah, hopefully he can join the US tour and help get his sharpness up. But yeah, in terms of players we still need to bring in, I still think I'd be moving Wan-Bissaka on. I think there's a chance maybe he could go. I think he's good defensively, but apart from that, he's not great going forward. I'd be getting a right back in to offer Dalot competition, who I thought had a great season last year. We need two midfielders. I think Tomine, Casemiro and Eriksen, all three need to be moved on. Will all three be gone? I'm not too sure. But they all need to go, and they're not good enough. Casemiro's not got the legs anymore. Tomine offers goals, but he's just not good enough. And Eriksen, again, hasn't got the legs anymore, like Casemiro. So, yeah, we'll have to see what happens. I think Ugarte needs to get done. We need a midfielder next to Kobbie, and then you get, another midfielder in who could be, a good squad player, could do a job when getting minutes. For me, I'd be getting Amrabat permanently. I think he had a good end to the season, and I think he could be, a good squad player and could hopefully offer competition to the likes of Mainoo and Ugarte. You sort of think about it though. Do we maybe need three midfielders? Because, you look at Mount last year. If Eriksen does go and Bruno gets injured and Mount is injured, constantly like he was last year, then who plays at the 10? So do we maybe need another midfielder? I hope Mount, stays fit. I do agree. It looks like that he's going to start. I do agree. I think give him another year. I think for me, Mount, if he can stay fit, then he could be a good squad player for us. He could do a job when getting minutes. So hopefully he can stay fit. But if he doesn't stay fit again this season, and he's just constantly injured again, then he will need to be moved on. So we'll have to see what happens with Mount. But yeah, two midfielders. I think it is time to replace Shaw at left back. I think he's a good player, but he's just got that injury in him. But it looks like if we did get a left back in, it would be for competition. That Turkish left back's been mentioned. Chilwell was mentioned, but they're sort of all gone a bit quiet. So we'll have to see what happens. But look, we may, or maybe we don't sign a left back, and then you just wait for Mattis to get fit again, and then he's the backup to Shaw. Hopefully, when he comes back, he can stay fit. And if he is the backup, then hopefully he can stay fit and offer that competition to Shaw. And then come and, when getting minutes and do a job. I think we need a right winger. I'd be moving Sancho on. He's linked to PSG. I just don't think he's good enough. he's been here 3 years now. There's been glimpses, but nowhere near enough consistency. You know, he's now entering his 4th year. If he does end up staying, then it gives us an option in attack. And you know, it's his 4th year. He's going to have to try and perform, I guess. But I'd be moving him on. Anthony has to go. I think he'll stay. There was a loan mentioned, but I don't think he'll go anywhere. So I think there is 2 wingers who I would be moving on, and I would move Rashford on. A purple patch player for me, but he won't go. So I do think we need a right winger, but I mean, we were obviously in for a right winger because we wanted Elise, but since Elise's gone to Bayern, we've not been in for any winger. So I don't think we're going to sign a right winger. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens. But it's going to be an interesting season. I think, you know, if we can get the right players in and the signings we're making, they come in and improve us, then I think, you know, maybe we see Ten Hag have a style of play, you know, we can keep players fit, then maybe we can get back, you know, into the top 4, maybe win Europa. I think that'd be a good season. Because again, you know, next summer there's going to be another decision to make on Ten Hag. He's only going to have 1 year left. His contract's up in 2026. So I think if he has a good season, he maybe gets a 2-3 year deal. If he doesn't have a great season, then, you know, he ends up getting sacked. Or, I mean, it might not be next summer he gets sacked. If we have a poor start, you know, we're at Christmas and we're, I don't know, 7th, 8th, we're nowhere near top 4, we're playing awful football, we're losing games, he could be sacked halfway through the season. So we'll have to see what happens, but, you know, I think with Ten Hag, we've got to see a style of play next season. This is going to be his 3rd year. You know, we've got to see a style of play this season, and his recruitment, you know, the players we're bringing in, they've got to come in and perform. You know, his recruitment's got to be better. I think, you know, the signings we are making, Yoro, Young, can be worked on, developed. As I said, it looked impressive against Rangers. Hopefully he can build on it now and build some form from pre-season into the season. I think De Ligt, if we got him, would be a risk. It didn't work out with Juve or Bayern, but I think if we could get the best out of him and he could stay fit, then I think he could be a good signing. You know, he's not a bad centre-back. There is a player there. Ugarte, I don't know loads about him, but hopefully he could come in and perform. Zubimendi has been mentioned. I don't know loads about him, but we are going to need another midfielder too, as I've said. You know, I mean, Frimpong, there was mentions of Frimpong. I mean, I'll take Frimpong. He's a good player. Good going forward, can chip him goals here and there, and he'd improve that defence. But for me, if you got Frimpong in, he'd have to start, and I think it would be harsh on Dalot, you know, of the season he's just had, to for him not really to start. So I think you get right back into offer Dalot competition. But, you know, if we got Frimpong, it'd be a great signing. It'd be a great signing. I think with Frimpong, you'd maybe worry about him defensively, obviously, because he's played as a wing back. You know, wing backs, they can cover defensively, but most of their work is, you know, going forward, running down the flank. So, you know, we'll have to see. I don't think that'll happen though. It seems pretty quiet with Frimpong at the moment. I don't think that's a deal what will happen. Who knows? Maybe we get Champions League football, and we have a good season this season. Then who knows? Maybe next summer. But yeah, so we'll see what happens. But get your predictions down below for the upcoming season. I'm going 4th and Europa League winners. That's what I'm going for. It'd be a good season for Ten Hag. Then you build on that, and then you start to close the gap on the likes of Liverpool, City, Arsenal, etc. So yeah, we need to have a better next year. If we don't, Ten Hag's got to go, I'm afraid. Let's see what he can do under a new structure, which is looking promising at the moment, to be honest. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to be uploading, you know, more videos like this. I'm also hoping, you know, soon to get a PC and to get a camera and to start, you know, recording transfer news. So we'll see how it goes. But, you know, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. You know, make sure you share this video and like. I hope you guys enjoyed. You know, get your thoughts down below on what you think is going to happen for this season and players you'd sign, sell, you know, your predictions, etc. Thank you guys for watching and take care, and I'll see you soon.